Efo Mauli from La Paz. Simbadi Nadenta. Rose Barbecue. Asantua and Co. Where are the Canadians? Yogi and Co. Where are the Germans? Eugenia Sintimedi. Ever faithful, ever sure. Charlotte here in Sakumono. Eunice and Roman Reyes. (2024). Kelvis Dunklin from Awoshi. Emmanuel Mate from Pram Pram. Peninsula Resort. Nana Dr. Edusa Cordier from the Peninsula Resort. Sarbema and Sasasra Kumanfe. Congratulations on Asafunsa yesterday. Selali David with JL Properties Limited. Happy birthday in advance to you, Ohineyure Gifty Auntie. Happy birthday in advance to you, Imperial Homes. Ironically, all on the 23rd. Ayaka. Virginia Sintimedi's daughter Elsie. The 23rd, idiot. Haunting me. squeeze in this one. Vivian Mode in Lashibi. Fred from Pombafio EB Estate. Kweku Dansu in Dowenya. Kofi, Jessica, Jess, Jesslinica, and Jessling, all of Community 25. But playtime is over. And we start the way we start. Folks, until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. And even though it's 2024, I'll still say that again. Folks, I said until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting would always glorify the hunter. Hello and welcome to the most opinionated hour on radio and the nation's thought-provoking hour. I am Nana Ansakwa, the fourth chief of the Little Republic of Akwamu Edumasa, the only republic within the republic. And I say thank God it's Monday. 2024, folks, I say we are blessed to be alive. Blessed to be alive, folks, with speech in our mouth, vision in our eyes, breath in our lungs, audio in our ears, mobility in our limbs, and reason in our brains. Don't take these blessings lightly. This year, I don't want you to do all night praying for iPhones and Range Rover. I'm telling you, folks, I said you have speech in your mouth, vision in your eyes, audio in your ears, mobility in your limbs, and reason in your brains. Say thank God. All free of charge. Well, here we are once again to perform our favorite ritual on radio. A ritual I call That's My Opinion every Monday at this time. So make a date, make it a point to join us. And our topic today, 2024 message to the youth. 2024 message to the youth. So let us all gather and make truth good. Folks, I may sound a bit like a broken record today, but in the interest of nation love, building in the interest of reaching out to somebody, particularly the youth, the very fabric and foundation we have to build the nation upon, please permit me to sound like a broken record. Folks, and this is to you, the young ones. You who interestingly form the majority of us, yet you are the weakest link. You who have given up hope, desperate to escape if the opportunity arises. With no meaningful job, sometimes none at all, you feel the system is against you. Your country is not doing much for you, and therefore you are not ready to die for her. Well, this is to you. Historically, as nature ordained it, morally, a call to leadership is very God ordained. If the people out of their own free will see the opportunity in you that is best to mitigate their current situation and go ahead to choose you to be the leader, it's a blessing. It's a calling, it's an honor, it's a privilege. You must be humbled because it is divine and godly. Out of the millions and millions and thousands of people, you were given that privilege. Privilege. So, dear youth, as you will be going to give your power to someone this year, sometime this year, be sure who you are giving your power to. Now, I don't want to use the word vote because it sounds like just going to print a paper and walking away. And that's not it. Would you to me komobi? The only who to me, the to me who we are seeing now, and now the komobi. you are going to give your power to someone. He or she will have that power for 4 years. So think through very carefully. Do you trust this person to use the power to your benefit? Or the one-time token given you is good enough? A bit of rice, a bit of oil, some 2,000 cedis in an envelope, on a larger scale, maybe just 50 cedis, a bit of T-shirt, if that's okay for you. That one-time token given you, and then you suffer for 4 years while you watch this person and their family living large with all access to the best things in life at your expense. All opportunities given, the awards and children which you can't even dream of or even fathom. All because you woke up early one morning to give them your only power. And they are using that power to enrich themselves, to live well, and give their children opportunity while you sit by and watch. Think through carefully. 2024 is an election year. Some politicians are counting on your ignorance and your foolishness. And again, your tribal sentiments and dogmatic ideas. That is what will guarantee him or her that luxury lifestyle which otherwise he or she could not have afforded. It's not because they have done exceptionally well, left any track record. No. They have not improved your lifestyle, your health care. You still live on a squalor, bad roads, little or no opportunity. Sometimes you wonder. What would it take just to grade a road, just a few kilometers, and use a roller to compact it just for temporary relief? Just so that somebody can do a 7-kilometer trek in 10 minutes rather than 2 hours. You wonder. Shocking, folks. Wickedness. Borderline witchcraft. Beye kakra Odrin who say we beye kakra bi or maybe not too much. Not the ones that fly at night, but we beye kakra bi because you cannot understand why you can't provide just a little relief for your citizens. Yet by now, they are coming to you in their big luxury cars to tell you that it is well. Don't worry, because the whole world is in a crisis. And sometimes you want to ask them, why are you not in the same world where the crises are? How come you are outside of the crisis world, but I have to be patient and live in this crisis world? Folks, they need you to be foolish and ignorant. And I'm saying this is 2024. Wise up. Earn your respect as a citizen. Earn your respect as a citizen. One more advice, folks. 2024, get a skill. Don't be banging your hopes on entering the army or the services as a means of guaranteed wage. Folks, the torture and hard training you go through before enlisting. I mean, some videos came up some time ago of people trying to enlist into the immigration service. Jesus Christ. Immigration service. And the brute, I mean, it was as if they were going to be Navy SEALs or Marines, carrying their luggages and crawling on their knees just to become immigration officers. And I'm saying, if you can endure that, surely you can go through the discipline of getting yourself a handy skill. And we must at all costs stop seeing skills jobs as inferior, and to us, the parents and the wards, looking down on skills jobs as though but the world is going in a place where those with skills are the ones who are going to make it big. That's where the world is going. So even if you want to have a clerical job, a clerical degree, I am saying find yourself a skill, just put it in your back pocket. It will come in handy one day. And when you get a skill, be good at it. Folks, when the time comes to give away your power, remember, number one, whoever you're giving your power to must be a legacy hunter. So you must have seen them, read about them, see some track record, somebody who is hungry to leave a good name rather than enrich himself. And to you, the leaders, folks, as we advise the cat, let us also advise the saltfish. When you get power, whatever legal means it takes to improve the lives, make conditions better than you find it, you must do it. Your main focus should be about your people and your people. It can't be that you always leave the country in the worst state than we found it, and then we have to sit down and compare who, at which percentage the CD dropped to the dollar compared to which percentage that CD dropped, which means automatically it dropped. It only say we're just trying to find out at which state it dropped quick. I mean, how can we be true leaders based on who made our lives more miserable than the other one? But both of them made our lives miserable. How can you leave us in such a position? So wise up, the youth, wise up. But it will not come easy, folks, because people generally don't want change. The youth, the very youth who are agitating today, should there be any drastic change to make your lives better, you will kick against it. But that is why uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. People will kick against most of your policies. That tends to instill discipline. That tends to let people think. And you're going to bring discipline so that we wake up in the morning and we have to think? Forget it. We don't want you. So much so that people from your own cabinet, those who you expect to know better, will kick against you. They will fight you in your own corner. They will sabotage you. But in all, you must stand your ground. Stand for something. If you truly mean well for your people, they will thank you. Maybe later erect statues on your name or on your behalf. But you must leave a legacy. Folks, leadership is not easy at the best of times with law-abiding citizens. So I can imagine with the level of ignorance, superstition, cash poverty, mental poverty, the occults clothed in party colors that have successfully divided the nation into two, with all that at play, the sense of entitlement culture, expected freebies culture, over-promise, under-deliver, over-inflated project prices, procurement lapses, total loss of credibility of our leaders. Indiscipline, and the loss of one's own culture. And folks, this is not an exaggeration. This is not an exaggeration. This is what we are faced with. And so faced with this, is it surprising the turn of events? And I said this just a few months ago when they were vying for presidential slots. The case of money sharing became an issue. And not just the money, but the quantums of money that are way more than what they should have earned in office within a period. Scary. So word to the wise. Make time, folks, make time to study your culture. Wherever you come from, make time to learn a little bit about your history, a little bit about your old family history. Shocking to see, ask somebody who your grandparents are, just your mother's father and your father's mother, and that's it. Just unima ne papa, and maybe the father's brother, but their parents. How can you live in this world, even if your grandparents are not alive, and you just don't know, just 2 generations unimum? What are you doing existing? Where is your confidence? Where is your pride? Where is your sense of belonging? If you don't even know your grandparents, your great-grandparents, where they came from, where they migrated to, what they used to do, find time Because morals are derived from our ancestry, not the Bible or the Quran, not in a textbook or a classroom. Your morals are derived from your ancestry. So let us pay attention to our ancestry. It's the year 2024. Whatever it is that you don't learn from the manual that we have left you, you must do it. We have built a culture where we are unable to change. Even to our own detriment, we live through it. We live through tragedies. As we are in January now, we know that the rains will come in August and it will come and fly. We know. So we are sitting there waiting for the rains to come and wash us away. You can't learn that from us. You are the younger generation. You should do better than us. You should read wider. Even though we have maybe denied you of a good education, you are blessed with information. You have smartphones. You have access to information. Read wide. And get the spirit of never again. It is very cultural. It is very African to get the spirit of never again. So that if a misfortune happens, if an accident happens, you should say to yourself, we will not let this thing happen again. It's a very African attribute or characteristics which somehow we've lost. And so as a people, we live through tragedy, the same tragedy. We actually expect for the tragedy to come and it will come and befall us. This is 2024. You are blessed with information. You are blessed with AI. You are blessed beyond reason. You can travel to anywhere in the world by just sitting in one corner. Whereas once upon a time, somebody would have to do a ship journey for two hours. You could do that in a split second. Use it to your advantage. Don't be fooled. Because ironically, it is the followers that bring the leaders instead of the leaders bringing the followers. So we can't continue to elect the same people, the same characteristics, and come and sit here, mourn for 4 years, and go back and do the same thing over again. Demand and earn your right as a citizen. You form the majority now. Get together. Form a caucus. Demand. Insist. Demand and insist. And don't be taken for granted. Do not be taken for granted. Folks, it's 2024. Talk to me. 0302216541. 0302216541. Nana Letso disagreement. The politicians in Ghana take the power. Citizens don't give them the power. So please, let's still focus on the political leadership, because until the current government did what they have done, most Ghanaians thought we have given our power to the best people to do exactly what will make our lives better. But they have failed in legendary and historic proportion. Now look at them, all of them. They are stealing left, right, center, and the next government, whichever party wins, will do worse. Please, leave the citizens alone. Even if young people want to leave the country. You didn't add your name. 0302 216 541. You may have a little advice to chip in for the young ones. Call and add. You may be the young one and want to say something. Call and let me know. Okay, so who's my first caller?
My name is Jibril from Pram.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yes. My brother, you know, the youth, you see someone tested and saying that you should leave the youth alone.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, the truth is that it is the other way around. The leaders are supposed to be bringing out the followers, but we rather are bringing the leaders. We voted for them. Whether they stole in the elections or not, we voted for them. Yes, we queued and we voted for them. Mm-hmm. They bought our votes. And now, as you're saying, we are saying no more, never again. Never again. Now, Abraham Lincoln said something. He said, if it doesn't hurt, it doesn't work. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't work. We need leaders who will stand on their feet and say, enough is enough. This is what we're doing. We are putting systems in place for this country to work. The country is not working. It is not developing. But you have leaders who will stand on podiums and preaching to the whole world as if everything is normal, everything is okay with that. We are sick as a people. We are not aggressive enough of our own problems. We are not ready to develop. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, too, for that call. Thank you, too, for that call. Hello, and who's talking to me?
Nana.
Yes, sir. Afisa Sena, Hundine, and Kwan.
Chicken out there in the media way. Oh, Nana. See, I look forward to this show all the time, but of late I've been asking myself to what extent. Because people are not listening, people are not learning. It's like they don't have a brain of their own. Charlie, in Ghana here, never again do not exist. So if we are getting started, that is what exists. Don't go there and say I'm coming from there. Essentially, seeing on TV these people telling campaigning to other people saying that they should make sure their children will stick to the political party. And I'm noticing, I'm like, look at it. We have people loyal to political parties. Look, I don't have any problem if you want to associate yourself with any political party. But my one junior, that is the thing. You don't see black and call it blue. How do we go forward with this? People will keep recycling this nonsense. It's either we maintain one or we recycle for another nonsense. And yes, so Ghana is not growing like that, like the way we are pretending it's growing. No. See, it's two steps forward, 10 times backwards. That is what's happening in this country. And yes, so we talk about the youth. The youth, maybe we should start targeting the little ones that are coming. Because said that it's what they want. And you sell your life, you give your life away, cheap, your whole life for somebody for 4 years. The person will come and drill you. And drill you, you are dying. Yes, because you are not loyal to the country. You are loyal to the political party. You are still defending nonsense. Nana, my bro. Honestly, my bro.
But you can't give up.
See, usually I didn't care who wins power, but it got to a point in time in my life, I realized that they make bad decisions and it trickled down to affect me. Mm-hmm. You see, and I realized that no, I can't be ignorant of this. I really have to be involved. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. We try so hard. Where my mom comes from, we have an MP there who's been there for almost more than 12 years. The town is still what it is. Recently, they celebrated their festival, and the MP was there speaking grammar. And I keep asking them, Akwaiba here for more than 12 years, then I had some of the people over there telling me that me tiny pano, and he's a fine politician. And I asked the person, are we talking about finance? Is it a finance contest, or we want development? You understand, Nana? Our minds are decayed, are poor to a level where I don't know how we are going to sanitize it right now. Election is coming, it's just around the corner. You say the amount of projects that will be initiated just for election. The moment we are not condemned to Grebu, ask yourself, whose money is that? My money, your money, the same money that they say is not enough. So come and waste it in initiating new projects. You're wasting a sick. This is what we've been experiencing, you know. But what are they used doing? Every 4 years, you keep going vote for these people again. If you're in Nana, what should we step outside with guns and capitalize machetes before police will come and say democracy? Tell the democracy, we are experiencing democracy here. We should lose our brains. Our common sense shouldn't work any longer. I don't understand. We are fake as a people, Nana. We are fake. Majority of us are fake. And there's a reason why we are. I can say, if you are just going to this election, if you vote for NDC and APC, you the person who votes for it, just know that you are part of Ghana's problem. And when we are complaining, I don't complain some because you are part of Ghana's problem. Good evening, Nana.
Good evening. Share your sentiment and your passion. 0302216541. Hello, and who's talking to me?
Hello, Nana. My name is Saint OJ.
Come here, Infojo.
Saint OJ from Kantoma.
Oh, okay. Let me hear you, my brother.
Nana, God bless you, first of all, for the good job you are doing for Madagascar.
God bless you, too.
A line in your program is good enough to educate everyone. And I like it if you repeat that the politicians live on the foolishness and the ignorance of the ordinary Ghanaians. Because we see everything so clear around us. You see how bad things are. And I have been struggling to understand why it is not possible to find at least 100 sensible human beings to lead this country. I have been struggling to understand why. That they are not there or we just don't want to serve. Because Nana, you and I know that for the NPP and the NDC we have, they cannot be trusted for anything. We cannot bank our hopes on them. I don't understand why we will certainly behind these two parties from 1992 up to this time. Their deeds are so clear. I can't imagine why the other people will vote for. Thank you very much, Nana.
Thank you too, my brother. We need to vote for them. We just need to demand accountability. That's what we should do. If we bring the culture of accountability, well, doesn't matter who's there. Once they are scared of accountability, I am sure they will be accountable to the people. It is the free for all, where there are no consequences culture that has been built that's causing all this problem. So the guy says, oh, can we get 100 people who are good enough? And I'm wondering, is it the people who are not good, or is the system? Is it the people who are not good, or is the system that's creating all this mess? In any case, we are sinking and digging ourselves too deep that coming up one day, the person who decides to bring us up will need a very, very long and a very, very strong rope to hoist us all back up. At 0302216541. Any advice to the youth? Let me know. Why the youth? Because they form the bigger constituency. A huge constituency. It's them. And so they can now make and unmake. They can decide and undecide. And so we are relying on you that when the time comes, make a proper call, make a good judgment, and by all means, before you give power to somebody, demand some conditions before you give power. I am giving you the power because I need good health care, I need roads, I need job opportunity, I need skills opportunity. That's why I'm giving you the power. and who's talking to me? Hello, who's talking to me?
Yeah, my name is Adam.
Adam, let me hear you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Cattleman.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yes, I just want to thank you for a good job done.
Thank you.
Because tonight, what I'm hearing, some of them are encouraging and some of them are just distressing us. But in all, we give thanks to God for a better Ghana. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you too. Yes. That's one thing. In spite of all, we still have a very good Ghana. I'm telling you. In spite of all our cocktail of confusion and frustrations and everything, we still have a superb country. It's amazing. It's amazing how blessed and how favored this country is. Because in spite, I'm telling you, that we still have a very, very beautiful country. And hello, who's talking to me?
Great King.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, Papansa.
Long live.
Long live you too.
Your kingdom.
Thank you.
And your family. Great King. You see, I always say that every Ghanaian is a good person. But I've realized something. There is something on the seat at the Jubilee House. See, I don't know if they take you, Great King, to be a president today. Great King, please, are you there?
I'm here. I'm listening, Papa.
If they take you a president today, with all the good people that you pick as your ministers, MCs, what have you, they sit there will corrupt you and corrupt them. Now, the youth have seen that, no, these people, when they come to power, even the money that they spend on their people, even their family members, even on their girlfriends, is unbearable. Just last week, a minister, I'll not mention the name, no, I don't want trouble,
Sure.
bought a car and a house for his girlfriend. So I was asking myself, Papa and sir, would this money, it would have built an hospital, a road, and everything. See, we have good people that can manage this country. Me, I'm telling the youth today, don't let us be money conscious. But we have good people. Let's pray for God to give us a good leader. One day we'll surely get there. Because I know Ghana will be, someday, Ghana will be a better place to live. Thank you.
Thank you, and I like that hope. One day. Hello, who's talking to me? Hello? One day, Ghana is going to be a beautiful country. It's just that the pain of becoming a good country, we have to subside it, because as we sink deeper and deeper, it becomes more and more challenging to make it a good country. That's all we're crying for. But hello, who's talking to me?
Hello, YB.
Yes, let me hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Ghana, they are assembling the poor. They are simply one of because politicians, or more than I saw for also more kind of congregation. Because someone is such a good 1 hour, I saw them every Sunday. O me kind of credit search and sorry my phone. Almost in the credible among Kaisan of Africa more 20. And I'm a man do sir. No man again can Yami Shay be a man in here my and Yaho my. It's an President Kumiane, Baku Photos or Teddy Dintino, and I'm an Abasa. It is a be as possible in dear. Intina more man do say, They get transfer a cabo area. Am I in because I do not come to be or do not want to me if you look at the Abasa, this is a neighbor. They have President Kumiane and Intina man do say, And the bad day you have home now, a work down of room and saying to me and to the hour, my your parent for Jesus Christ, the Quran, Sammy, a Kunyasama Dana, any year. Because we'll be after so from no young idea. We'll be I mean, will be a John on Guano. So this year, we'll be a Trump to the power, we'll be Trump is an opportunity, but that's why you talk to Juma, we'll be Tomako. Because I've been in the book. Now, because any person I didn't the public better, we are similar. The telephone. No politicians don't want that NDC MPP, or what that they will deal with the ABC and ASC, you live in a even near Cosso. I'm a commander to me and move to my Namentia by the Menina two. Now I'm a living witness. I never been a Panama free, my dear NDC MPP mobile after Dama no Mababa.
Thank you very much. I share your sentiments there. Yes, everybody's done a bit, maybe not as much as they should have, but we'll be a play in the contribution, Kakara, and maybe not as much. Hello, and who's talking to me?
Oh, hello, Nana. My name is Eddie. I'm calling from McCarthy Hill.
Eddie, let me hear you.
Yeah, my problem is the last speaker spoke to Tree. Now, of course, I follow your program religiously, but I don't understand fear. I think sometimes, when people speak Tree, it just, marginalize you from listening to what they are saying.
I agree with you.
I fully support your program, and I enjoy the subject matter. And I hope the youth will take up the challenge you have put to them. To make this country a better country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and I agree with you with the Chi thing, because it's an English platform. So
yes.
Yeah, somebody's an Ewe, somebody's Dagomba, and they've tuned in to listen. So it wouldn't be fair to say one person should speak in their language. So I agree.
Exactly.
I agree. With
absolutely.
You. Yes, I agree.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
Thank you. So it's not that I'm against speaking in Chi or anything. No, I'm not at all. But because the platform is English, everybody who speaks English comes to listen. So if somebody tuned in and started speaking Ewe right now, what then do we do? So that's it. Hello, who's talking to me?
Yes, my name is Azoge. I'm calling from Katamanso Ashama.
Let me hear you, my brother.
You see, these two parties, NDC, NPP, it's not the problem like how America have two parties.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is the truth and to do the right thing. You see, you, the journalist, I want you to do something. Call the NPP leadership and ask them, before their primaries, everybody bring his own issue. Now, one person he's the leader as a Baumia now. Ask them, for this all promise, how now they are going to cooperate and use that idea to rule the nation now. Who I guess they are going to use. Because Japan say he have his own like this. This man say he have his own. Kojo Poku say he have his own. This man say he have his own. Now, try to find them and ask them, ask Baumia is the leadership now. How can they cooperate and bring their ideas so that we know that this is the right one? That is what you journalists people must do now. Thank you.
Thank you very much for listening, and thank you even further for calling 0302216541. As you're writing your New Year's resolution, number 1, wise up. Number 2, wise up. Number 3, wise up. Number 4, get yourself a skill. Get yourself a skill. Very soon, immigration will say they are hiring, and there will be a queue about 5 miles long. And they probably need, 200 personnel. And there will be thousands and thousands of youth desperate. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello, this is Kwabna talking to you.
Kwabna, let me hear you.
I'm very happy to be on your program this evening.
Thank you, my brother.
Yes, the long and short of what we are discussing here, I think like somebody have already said, the problem is not mainly with the party, but the youth and the people of this country, we need to change. We need to change from this kind of partisanship. It's like every time we after voting for this party, we need to think about Ghana. We need to. It's time we know that at least you only talk about party when you go to the ballot box. After voting, we should be thinking and talking about Ghana. The way we have divided ourselves, the country from head to toe is divided. Between these two parties, that is what is killing us more. People are thinking about party more than the country. I think that is the main cause of the whole problem. We are too partisan than being a country-loving, people. That is where the problem is coming from. And as far as you are getting something small from this corner, people don't care about whatever damage is happening to the country at large. If it is NDC, since I'm connected to one person here and there, getting something small to chop, that's the end of the story. I don't care the rest of it. If it is MPP, since you are connected to one party and you are getting something from that corner, you are okay. Everything is fine. Whatever happens to the country at large, you are less concerned. That is the damage we are doing to ourselves and the generations to come. And it's time we realize it and shift from that sort of concept.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think we did a show and we said that we were focusing on our nationalistic side rather than our patriotic side. And there's a lot of nationalistic citizens here. So, but the patriots are lacking. Hello, who's talking to me?
My name is KK, calling from West Legon.
Let me hear you, my brother.
Yeah, I think a very educative program. The issues you have raised are very legitimate. I think the democracy we are experiencing now is having all those setbacks because of poverty and illiteracy. Democracy thrives on literacy and then opportunity for people to be able to take their own decision. Until we are able to improve upon our literate rate and also the economy grows to an extent that people can take their own decisions and don't depend on 50 cedis to go and vote for someone without knowing what the person can do or even ability for the person to help develop the nation. We'll continue to have difficulty. So let's continue to enjoy our democracy. As literacy levels are improving, people becoming aware of what the people they have voted for should be able to do for them. I think gradually we'll get there. Like someone said earlier, maybe future things will be fine. So the youth should rise up, improve on themselves, get jobs to do, and not depend on collecting 20 cedis, 50 cedis T-shirts to go and vote for someone. When we come to understand this situation, I believe our democracy will thrive. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was eloquent. Thank you for listening, and thank you even further for calling. Hello, who's talking to me?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. You see, our problem is, Nana, we always blame ourselves. Okay? We always blame ourselves. Instead of looking at the context, the environment we place our politicians to work for us. Okay? When we keep on to blame ourselves, it's totally misdirection.
Okay.
It's of the reason we are not solving our problem. Nana, you see, in life, doing the right things in life had very little to do with the knowledge of the right things. Doing the right things in life has very little to do with the knowledge of the right things. Doing the right things in life is largely based on the consequences of not doing the right thing.
Okay.
Do you know that the very people we complain, the politicians we said they are corrupt, we've handed over a system to them that says the same people to self-regulate themselves. Let us stop blaming ourselves for once and look at the context in which we place our politicians to work for us. And now you guys have a large following. Okay, mobilize the people and let's reform the structure of this constitution. It is so extractive. Nana, when you read the preamble of the constitution, it gives you the sense of egalitarian, okay, equality for all. But when you delve into it, it's a monopolistically structured to favor just few. As to how in 21st century we still have our police under the control of a president. We have the prosecutor under the control of the president, and Parliament is also under the control of the same people. All investigative bodies under the same control. This is colonial relic. Okay, it's our system of governance, not us. When we keep on to blame ourselves, it's totally misdirection.
The system is not right.
All right.
Oh, sorry. But I think I asked that question. That is it that the 100 people. Somebody asked the question that can we even get good 100 people to lead the nation? I'm thinking, is it that all the 100 people are bad, or is the system? So I think my brother there kind of summed it up. Welcome to 2024. It's been wonderful. I have missed being here, missed your submissions. Unless football saga, every Monday we're going to be here. Fosti is here 2024 with some wicked frames. Double. No, last year she has 2 eyes. This year she has 4. Iggy is lining up to give you some soul searching. Songs to pray, to redeem ourselves. Abeku was on the 1s and 2. I am Nana Nsakwa. George Danso of Graphic, good evening. And folks, God willing, next Monday, we'll be back to do this all over again.